Okay, we have a boss fight to do tonight that takes 8 people. So anyone who wants to play, jump into the Final Finboys chat with us. Or be hanging around the docks. You know where it is. Down at whatever bay. Morabee Dry Docks. Dry Dicks. Oh no, the infection is spreading. Frackle, no. They were so comfy. Now they just scream into the void. There we go. Crazy. All right. It's just so fucking loud. Oh, stop it. All right, set title. Yeah, 14. In we go. Am I in the right spot? No. Of course not. There we go. Bitch. Whoop. We're just gonna hear one loud meow out of Rion. Fucking cat is set off. Angry duck. All right.
Meow. I don't know where she is.
It's probably for the best. We're safe. I thought this was a fire axe, a really thin fire axe. I was like, where the fuck did I get that axe? There we go. Forgot Gambit tickets last night. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, we got wrapped up in other stuff. We'll have to do it for this week after we kill Leviathan. Leviathan? What? I don't want to levy my Than. Okay. Here we go. I suppose, because we probably won't have all 8 here at the beginning. Hey, Silver. I don't know if we just hang out for a minute. Go take care of some other stuff, I suppose, on our way, and then once we know we have 8 people, we do that. Well, come on. Where are the alerts? What are you doing? Hold on. If I do this, I think it shows up. It doesn't. My alerts are broken again. Where are my alerts, dude? Oh, there we go.
Give me Lothridge's kneecaps. Well, look at that. The twink came back to his simps. Couldn't resist the assassin ass, huh?
No, I couldn't do it. Lothridge, thank you, man. 227, 31 months. You're on your way, dude, to actually being like Simp King. Cat will be in a bit. Okay, good. Silver, if you want to join us tonight. So we'll have me, Rion, Banda, Fern. Wait. Me, Rion, Panda, Fern, Leandri, Silver, maybe Scoop.
Bribe is to come too.
Scoop is. Okay.
Oh, bribery.
Yeah, it is hard to believe it's been that long. I was saying the other day, I can't believe I've had this account that long. We haven't really used it. You know, it's just been here kind of idling. Okay, so Silver's in. So then that gives that, how much is that? 7? So 1 rando for Spice. That's okay, unless we can find someone else who wants to join. Okay. Maybe Rapik will join us today. That'd be good. I haven't played with Rapik yet. I've only seen him lay in his bed. Lazy bitch. All right, hey, let's play the video game. Let's see what we got when we're sitting around here. We're gonna go to the Gold Saucer though real quick, because I want to get my tickets for the gambling this week and do my mini Cackbot, which I'm determined to get more than Cat today. So I'm sure Cat will have like, you know, 4269 and I'll just be fucked, but there we go. Oh, come on. How long does it take 26 people to die? There we go. Figured we'd be faster than that by now. Look at Fern in her little tank. Nice. Okay, so we do have Silver. Nice. Banda is here. We have Fern, who's blowing the shit out of me, dude. Okay, y'all hold on here. I will be back. I'm gonna go to the gray saucer. Hold on. How do I teleport again? Oh, yeah, there we go. It's been a minute since I played this video game. Gotcha, Rapik. Nice. You'll be our 8th. Cool.
I also need to do my gambling, so hold up. I'm coming with.
Nice. Shout out to Juicy the Juice. Here we go. Do I need to do anything special for the event, or do I just gamble normally?
There's a side quest that starts in Ulda if you want the fancy sparkly Will Smith meme emotes, but otherwise it's just gamble.
Okay, got it. Alright, let's get our mini cac off. Hold on now. No, 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 no. Oh, Jesus, so much better. You got about 6,000 in gambling. Fuck you, cat. Little bitch. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're looking for a 1, 2, 3. That ain't it, Chief. That could be, though. Fuck. Oh, you get more. Ooh, okay. We had a 1, 2, 3 shot right there. Oh. Oh.
I got about 3,500.
We'll leave the suspense. Cat eat my dick. There we go. There we go. Nice. Do it again. Nope. Too bad. Hey, we finally got a jackpot there. Finally, we beat Cat. It's been so long. I've had to eat so much ass. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, well, let me go up and get my main tickets. Hold on. Get the big tickets. Internet up to Cacpot board. There we go. All right, chat, you pick my numbers. Let's see. Purchase a jumbo Cacpot ticket. We have plenty. Look at the tiny frog. All right, 1658. 1658. Next, 5842. 5842. Yes, and then of course 6969. Because why would we pick anything else? There we go. Okay, so we've got it loaded up for this next week. We just need to actually do it. And remember to always pet the cat boys. You just keyboard smash, really? You got as good odds as anyone else. Except the 6969, which is preordained. You know how many people are going to win it if it ever just has a 69 is just the last two numbers? So, I forgot it did that. I just wanted to get my boots wet, dude. I saw a little pull and I couldn't resist jumping in. Okay. Moraby Dry Docks is in Lenosha. I can't believe it's called that. Free bidet, aggressive bidet. That shit went up my nose, too. It's a hydro cannon. Alright. Wish I knew my way around here. Probably should follow the waypoint. Okay. I ended up getting no recording done last night because I was watching that dumbass snake play XCOM and get me killed repeatedly. Oh shit, down here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we've got people. Good. Oh, dude, the tea is nice. Pet the cat boy. There we go. And pet the cat boy. Jesus, it's a whole fucking adoption center in here of stray cats. There we go. Pet the dragon, bitch, as well. Okay, so we've got 5. We know more are coming. Once we have the 8, we'll jump in. So until then, I'm just gonna fucking park it. No pets for dragons? I know, I considered it. I considered being mildly racist today. All right, there we go. How about some sitting? Is that something we can do? There we go. Nice anti-gravity legs. There we go. Panda's here too, so now we've got 6. Fucking silver. We've got time to figure out our classes. I already know mine. Yeah. Oh shit. That man was very fast. Oh, that's Leandri. Nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 there, 5, 6, 7. So now we're just waiting. Rapik says he's logging in. Oh, there's Umbreon. Okay. Well, Rapik, if you want in, we're gonna end up. Oh, hello, Duck. We're gonna have to roll for it, since we'll actually have too many people, which is unusual. There's Rapik. Okay.
Are you counting yourself too?
I don't know, dude. I never know. Umbreon, hello. It's so good to see you. More fucking cat boys, dude. Bunch of sluts. There's Umbreon. Let me get him in. Invite to party. Oh, I can't. Okay. Alright, everyone needs to roll. I'm getting stepped on. Please help. No. Alright, everyone rolls. Top's out. The top roll is out. Everyone needs to roll. Right now, Cat is out. Right now, Silver's out. Quiet's safe. With a roll of 529, Silver is the top right now. There we go. Oh, Yiz, uh-oh. Yiz with a 715, uh-oh. Rion with a 457. We need Umbreon. There's Rapik, he got a 200. He is super top, wait, yeah. Did Umbreon already roll? No, not yet. There it is, 783! Oh no! Umbreon is... Oh no, Umbreon's the top. Oh no. It always feels bad no matter who loses. Because it's like I want to go with everybody. It's the only... Yeah, oh. Everyone dote on the top. Pay your respect, you bottom bitches. Well, I mean, lucky Umbreon. This might as well be the casting couch. Alright. Need one more healer? Yes, we do. We need one DPS to swap healer. There we go. Cool. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay.
We don't need 3 bards, hang on.
No, I think we need 3 bards. And honestly, we need 4 bards. Cat, what are you doing?
My bard is only level 34.
And?
You can get wet at level 34.
There we go. Fine.
I don't think it'll let me.
There we go. Okay. Well, there's no rando here. This is great. There we go. Everyone's ready. Well then, shall we? Let's see. You, the Whore Eater. Hard? Is it just always listed as hard?
Yes, there are no EX. There are no primals under hard from here on out.
Cool.
Sorry, I can't make words.
That's okay.
They only get harder from here.
Good. 8 bards. Honestly, I'd do it. Oh, we lost a bard. Oh, wait, they're waiting on me. I thought it was doing another.
An edgy dragon.
Well, as it should be. There we go. What is Frackle playing today? Oh yeah, I gotta watch the cutscenes too. There we go. Hey, Murgo. Wondershare Filmora. I've never heard of it. Why are we even firing the cannons? There we go. At least it didn't hit us. Like, we knew that shit wasn't gonna work. Oh, got you, Frackle. Yeah, no, it was explained. Yeah, I've never played that. It seems like a big enough platform, but I'm just like, I've never seen any of this before, so... We're like guaranteed to wipe, or at least I'm guaranteed to die. This is our maiden voyage versus Wet Snick. There we go. Dude, look at all of us. We're huge. I don't remember how to play my class either. Oh, shit. Okay, so which one do we do? 2 first, right? There we go. So then at this point, what, we're just, I know, I did Peloton. Oops. Oh, Jesus.
Turn on your music too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one slaps.
Why am I taking so much damage? Am I doing something wrong? Why the fuck am I taking so much damage? I don't understand what's hitting me.
If you're taking a bunch of damage, switch targets.
Oh, it's like thorns.
Yeah, one reflects melee, the other reflects magic.
Got it. I was getting my ass beat, dude. There we go. Okay. I got no damage out of that ballad, but you know what? That's okay. There's so much shit to attack, dude.
DPS on fumes.
Murdered all.
Oh boy. There's a lot to pay attention to. The callouts are helpful though. Well, which one am I killing? Come here.
Jams in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. There we go. Okay. Listen, we're gonna kick his ass. Yeah, it was so not clear that anything did thorns there at the beginning. There we go. At least we're just gonna beat the ass out of this tail, man. We're gonna be fine. I think we'll be okay. So far, there's been no like big AoEs to have to dodge or anything. It really is just stand here and slap stuff, which I'm fine with. Ooh. Dude, he's so close to dead. Oh.
Oh.
Nice. Wait, is that it? He's dead? That was the whole fight. Okay, never mind. Huh. Nice. I need to get squats so bad so we can teabag together.
Yes.
There we go. Fucking Fern. Well, there you go. That wasn't so bad. Now we can do it on extreme. Yeah. We can,
If you want, at some point we'll have to go in and like actually explain the mechanics.
I mean, there didn't seem to be that many mechanics. I actually just kind of stood there and attacked the tail the whole time.
Yeah, you don't really get mechanics until you start doing the extremes if you sync them.
Got it. Extremely wet
I mean,
snake.
there technically is, we just kill it too fast.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not bad. Dude, we're so healed. Unlimited HP. All right, well, thanks for joining, everybody. I'm going to run on to the rest of the MSQ now. Fucking nerds. There we go. It's a shame we couldn't get Umbreon in. Umbreon will have a front row seat to the next one. Whatever we do next, he'll have. Oh no, not this shit. Get this fucking weird thing away from me. There we go. Fucking Yiz. Come here.
Give him a hug.
There we go. Adorable. But also fucking... No! We don't need 2 of these things!
More.
They're fucking horrifying. Look at their face. They look like... Jesus. The flowers are cute, though. Look at these just hold on to the front. Dude, Yiz, I love Yiz's hair. Alright, on to MSQ. Let's do it. Back up to Limsa. Let's do it. There we go. That was fun. I expected that to be harder, but I suppose we just melted it. I'm looking forward to trying these on the harder settings. Having to actually do the mechanics is going to be so difficult, I think. I mean, obviously it's going to be difficult compared to you know, melting it, but I'm going to actually have to be on my shit. I'm not ready for that. Okay. Let's do... Oh, we just run this way. No, we just run this way.
Do you want to know what changes in the EX?
I would love to know.
So you know how the boat was tilting?
Yeah, no. I didn't see that.
Well, he'd slam one side of the boat and you'd go sliding.
Oh, did they take the guardrails off?
They take the guardrails off.
Oh, hell yeah. If there is any ejection from Arena Mechanic, it's got my name on it. What? Fuck off, dude. Knowing the urgency, you were a dick. It wasn't about urgency. You were just a dick. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink. Okay. This dude's Umbreon. That fucking wink. Saucy bitch.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
They're always thanking the hero. They're never paying the hero.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated.
He's Mistbeard, by the way. That's what that was, right? That's what that face was. That's why he has such intimate knowledge of Mistbeard. It's him. He's Mistbeard. How does Leviathan taste? Dude, Leviathan sushi would be probably pretty good. Although all fish taste the same when it's sushi, and it's all disgusting. Sorry, unpopular opinion. Sushi's fucking nasty.
This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe in it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
He's...
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Moderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Why are her ears so long? Hey, Snaky Boy.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
The thing is, though, ethically, for there to be peace, both parties have to be acting in good faith. The problem with the beast tribes is that once they become enthralled, they're not acting in good faith anymore. At all. So it just ends up being this situation where it's like you're promising to be the good guy, but then your fascist asshole brother, you know, down the way is promising to kill everybody that doesn't fit their ideology. Like there's an inability to compensate, you know, for that. It's one of those things where you're not going to reach peace with that. Both parties have to act in good faith, or there can be no good faith. It's the problem with peace. If one person wants war, everyone gets war. You know? All right, there we go. Nice, Fern. Yeah, enjoy Din-Dins. So, like, there's no problem with... There is no problem with the beast tribes that we've talked to. Like, we've made friends with one whole group of Sahagin. The Sylphs are splintered as well. There's like half of each of these beast tribes that want peace and are willing to work with people and coexist. And then half of them want to cause problems. Again, a surgical extermination of those that are causing problems is good in this case, because they are thralls. It's not like just a faction of zealots, you know, that could be educated out of their issue. They're literally enthralled by magic. And it's irreversible. So it's like, they become violent by nature. They become hostile by nature. They infight constantly. Everyone sees them as a problem, even their own kind who are not enthralled. So it's one of these things where the only way to coexist is to get rid of the extremists, which is itself kind of an extreme position, but it is the only real solution apart from prevention, which we don't know how. The whole Signs of the Seventh Dawn seem to be trying to prevent the ability for these guys to get enthralled and summon the primals. That's the issue, is if we could prevent it, I don't think there would be a problem. You know, there would be the normal competition for resources and land, but there's no reason that there couldn't be a peaceful coexistence between man and beast man. It just isn't something that is tenable so long as they're able to become enthralled and seek to summon their stupid primal bitches. That's the problem. So it's one of those things where you can't just sit here and go, everyone deserves peace. And meanwhile, someone's throwing a fucking Molotov cocktail through your window and be like, nope, peace. You don't have a fucking choice. You don't have a choice. So it's one of those things where it's this is oddly short-sighted from her, or maybe that's not what she's claiming. She's just stating the philosophy, you know, but philosophy has to have action behind it, or it's worthless. You can't just say you want world peace. You've got to be able to demonstrate how that's possible. I mean, you can just say you want it, but like in this conversation, what is the point of just saying it unless there's some kind of action behind it? She doesn't have any action behind it, but I suppose that's what they're searching for. It is the whole motivation of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn to get rid of the primals, which would solve this problem to begin with. So I suppose she does have a solution. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just have a problem with her saying this.
I'll not deny your reasoning, but when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
And once again, Morlva being the only person in the room who gets it. Fucking love this character. She gets it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
What choice do we have?
Man has ever put himself first and foremost.
What choice do they have? This isn't a war of supremacy. Listen, she's clearly stating that when a storm gathers, it's my job to do something about it. She's not going out and exterminating the Sahagin that are peaceful. She's going out and trying to stop the primals from being spawned. This is not man being selfish. This is not what she's posing it as, and what I think the writers are posing this conflict as. That's not at all what they're talking about. Either the dialogue is wrong or she has no fucking reading comprehension.
To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Okay, so she's talking about the Garleans, not her. Okay, good. It's a complicated situation.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
She's not wrong. Coexistence is nice, but it has to be mutually agreed upon. If one decides that the other cannot be there, then one of them cannot be there. The problem is that some of the beast tribes will be enthralled against their or within their will. Don't look up his skirt, you little slut. Anyway, it's frustrating to watch them hash out what seems to be a basic set of ethical dilemmas. But again, it's okay. It's like I want to skip this part of the conversation because like we should be past this. This should be the obvious shit. The conversation they should be having is about the fact that there is an unwilling antagonist, or there is antagonism here that's purely, it's a splinter group of little fishy terrorists. It's not you know, it's like saying all people from Iraq are bad people. It's ridiculous. They're the terror cells that are in Iraq, the fucking gangs of terrorists. Those are problem people. Get rid of the problem people. You know? It's hard to do that. It's so hard to do that. All right, the Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yugiri. Why am I being told this? There we go. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron male there and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the Fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of Lomensan society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than Mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far with their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here is the letter. Go on the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. I have no fucking clue what he's talking about. I have no idea what that man just told me. Go here, talk to these people. Yes, but like, what arrangement was I promised? I wasn't promised shit. She said thanks and I left. Okay. My reading comprehension is also failing, so clearly I'm not following. Yeah, Fracco, you're right. Coexistence is also possible when everyone has their needs met. You find that crime drops when people are given basic human necessities, food, shelter, something to occupy their time. When people have those things, they don't resort to crime. For the most part, crime is a result of not having those things and not having a rightful path to those things. Most people are rule followers and are willing to do that, but desperate people will cause crime or do crime, or just being very gay, which is my excuse. Got business with me, Ventura? This is why something like a universal basic income drops crime rates significantly, and it actually saves money because you spend more money fighting crime and doling out punishment for crime, especially petty crime. The resources, the manpower, all that stuff. You spend more money fighting crime than you do preventing it, but preventing crime goes against the narrative of the ruling class. It goes against their interest. They don't want that shit. They need criminals to scare the shit out of the lower classes so that they stay in line. Hey, Griffin, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thencred, too. Been a while since I saw his shit-eating grin. But with all that doe-eyed winches about, I suspect he's got his hands full. Oh? Is it the bitch himself? Nope. It's the grape. Ah, and you must be the Far Easterner what Whirlwind said wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I am Lady Yugiri of Doma. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limsa's a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their work. Might be, as my people and I keep to the shadows, I can't fucking read today again, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. And so you have developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. I know that practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There is much that we might learn from one another, I think. Interesting. Nice, Lucas. Yeah. Cool. I'll be looking forward to that. You've never been able to read Silver? Ah, that's good. At least we're in good company. Then what in the heaven 7 hells are you waiting for? If you'd come with us, Yugiri of Duwhatsit, then we can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Master Mico, I do like that. That's got a good ring to it. I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us, Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it would be my honor to welcome you as a student. Okay, bitch. Nice. Good deal. Yeah, I honestly, what I want is just a 24-hour movie of Final Fantasy politics. That's all I want. Just not an hour and a half bullshit Hollywood piece of garbage. I want 24 hours of cutscenes and I mean make it girthy. Make it real fucking girthy. It sounds like Stormblood? Oh hell yeah. That sounds great. Alright, oh no. Oh no. Whatever the hell this is about to be, I don't know if I'm ready. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Much and more has occurred since I first beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I've kept you over long. Doubtless you have pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next, oh thank God, I'm tired of her. She's a very flat character. She doesn't have much of a personality. You get tired of flat characters quickly because we're only interested in a character as much as they have depth to explore, and then we become bored with them. The same thing happens with real people too. You get bored of having the same conversations. You get bored of seeing the same stuff over and over again. That's why it's important to have new experiences with people, because you get to see new parts of their personality, like you're wringing out a sponge. This is what happens with old marriages and stuff like that. It's unlikely. Monogamy is not a natural part of human existence just because we get bored of people. That's why it becomes a commitment after that point, you know? You're locked in. It's not a choice, you're locked in. Because if it was a choice, most people would probably leave their relationships after a few years of just getting bored with each other. That's why they talk so much about trying to keep things fresh, is because you're fucking bored. It's okay to be bored with people. Alright, when next you meet Lady Menophelia, pray relay to her my humblest thanks. I'm so tired of reading her dialogue too. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Oh God, hopefully we don't. Jesus Christ. There we go. The duck's little pitter-patter. What a precious boy. Look at you, tries so hard to keep up. Okay. Basil's such a good name. It's such a great name. It's extremely British, but it's such a good name. It's one of those names that, you know, someone named Basil, you know they're going to have an accent there. All right. Revenant's Toll. Off we go. Back home. Well, that was fun. I'm looking forward to that fight when we have to do the mechanics of the hard version. That's gonna be difficult. Beyond, why am I taking so much damage? Please help. Oh.
Stop hitting yourself.
Oh, good. Tataru didn't burn the place down while we left her in charge. Fantastic. There we go. Yes. There we go. All right, what do you got, Memphilia?
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing.
Well, so did we.
When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove.
So do we do the same thing? Have I been just possessing somebody else every time I die and then I'm just taking over some random civilian's body? This is mine now.
Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibeth spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed.
Well, we did kill one.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
They're fucking ear cups on their hoods. Get me. Every time. Oh no.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned. It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve. Revolution.
Is he a dirty commie? Well, now I'm even more intrigued. Give me that money. Hell yeah, dude. Now I'm very interested in what's happening there. Have we just assassinated Lolo Rito? That's what I would assume has happened just now. Are the Smalls beginning to eat each other? What is happening in Ul'dah? Oh no. Meanwhile, we're not even talking. That's just side shit. We're not even. Our friends, the very Isle itself, everyone and everything. Potato cannibalism. I'm in, dude. I'm down. Welcome to patch 2.3. Oh hell yeah. Nice. No, it avails us not to speculate. Rian will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as it does, we must remain firmly focused. Oh, God, why am I so sleepy all the time? We must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak on a different matter, closer to home. There we go. It concerns etheric fluctuations, which we have previously attributed to good King Mughal Mog the 12th. Uh-oh. That the king is no more of a blessing for which we have... What? That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Jesus. Yet all is not well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude that may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the... Oh, Jesus. Not enough politics. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Asilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Philamine. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting formal response. There we go. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Nice, Fern. Welcome back. We have seen some potato plotting. I think Lolo Rito is dead. That or someone's being assassinated, that's for sure. Asilia, you know full well that we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. You made that... Dawn, not now. Bitch!
Are you winning, son?
Always. Thanks for the biddies. Fucking Dawn. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. I mean, here's the problem. Once you accept one, everyone's going to know that you may accept them. You're going to have to hear them all. You know, at least meet with them face to face and say, we don't have room. It's not a choice. Yeah. Mico, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. That's why you kill all of them. All right, Murgo. Jesus, I'm not putting you in charge of anything. Yeah, some punctuation feels like it's not required grammatically for some of this dialogue, but man, do I wish that they would over punctuate at times. Because what they're doing is they're using fruity language. There we go. Wait a minute. Draggle-tailed refugee. Are these the Alamegans? Because little Alamigo is no place to live. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Menphilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. God be praised, it is you. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one what got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards at the city didn't help us. They climbed on our backs. We've been talking about this with Ul'dah. There is a threat of the lower classes. This is the problem with unregulated capitalism, okay? In a video game, in real life. The problem with unregulated capitalism is that it is so easy for those with resources to skew the system to give them more resources. What they do is they choke out the lower classes who are just going to be pushed further and further into extremes. And like we were talking about earlier, desperate people cause crime. Happy people don't cause crime. Desperate people largely are the ones causing crime. So when you, as a rich bastard, are choking out an entire class of people which outnumber you hundreds to one, possibly thousands to one, you are creating a pressure system that breeds unrest. It is to your benefit as the ruling class to manage that heat. Take as much as you can without pissing off the lower classes. It seems like Ul'dah is not going to be able to manage that. They don't have the finesse to understand that there's a balancing act with what they're doing. Just like the real-life oligarchy that is America. There is no balance. So what's happening is an entire class of people are becoming more and more angry over time. And as more people get more desperate, there will be more backlash, more violence. It will come up to a possible revolution, absolutely. We're seeing a harrowing mirror of what's happening, you know, in real life. Shout out to Waluigi Potato Luigi. That's a great name. Yeah. So I don't know. This is definitely what we're seeing as class warfare. Actual class warfare. It's not like rich people posting nasty articles about how you're lazy and so you're poor as a result. This is like Molotov cocktails. This is actual class warfare. This is businesses being trashed purely because they're no longer welcome. It's not even about looting. It's purely malice and destruction. It's about gonna get there, I imagine, because the stakes have to be raised, right? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. It's, I mean, these people are desperate enough to try and leave. They're casting their lot here at Mordona because they believe they could have something better. This is their honorable approach to solving their problem. The other honorable approach is to simply take what they deserve. Yeah. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and it came, and then it came to me, Revenant's Toll. He can see the political unrest and societal unrest happening in Ul'dah. It was only a matter of time. We knew that from the first time we saw the council for sure. We knew that it was going to become an issue there. It's an oligarchy. Oligarchies fail for the exact same reason that unregulated capitalism fails. So we'll see. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? Surely you do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it was true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. We've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us. Tataru, hello? If I might have a word. Tataru is Artemis. Look at her bleeding heart. She's so sweet. Oh no, she doesn't care. She's just here to deliver news. Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphino has been wounded. Wounded but not killed? What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. Anyone associated with the upper classes is going to be a target there. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Oh yeah, no, this is how this shit happens. There's a peaceful protest. And then what happens is there's infiltration from the upper class to instigate violence so that the protesters can be pinned as rioters. The same thing happens all the time. It's a constant war of propaganda. The truth is never allowed to be revealed because the truth is damning. So instead, everything is propagandized. You are lied to constantly by every side, and then you just give up because there's no possible way for you to sort through the shit. So typically what people do is they'll just disengage, and then the resistors end up losing all their power because you have to win over the hearts and minds, but that becomes impossible to do when the hearts and minds of the people become numb, which is exactly what the fascist strategy is, or the oligarch strategy is just exhaust the people to the point that they couldn't possibly raise a hand in resistance. But what they don't realize is that you continue to push, it only buys time. Eventually the resistance will take over. Revolution is inevitable, you can only delay it. If it's not going to be your problem, it's going to be your children's problem. Yeah. Or you just allow there to be regulations and just be happy that you have $1 billion instead of like 40 or 50 billion. Like, you couldn't possibly spend that money. You're certainly not doing any good with it. That is money that should be in the economy, in people's hands, getting spent for goods and services. That's a successful economy. Anything else is not a successful or sustainable economy, and it will lead to revolution. It's just a matter of time. Anyway, back to the video games. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the Blades have an excuse. Exactly, so now the police state can take over for the interest of the rich. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Exactly, though you can't get rid of the refugees unless you have some inciting action that gives you cause to exterminate them, in or out of the law. Antecedent, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady! We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer, but we are supposed to be politically neutral, are we not? This is going to get complicated for us, but I suppose we have cause to enter. We have a casus belli because Alphino has been injured in this, so now we have a right to investigate what the fuck is going on that's causing casualties on our side. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I'm not certain of what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, of course they will, Nymphelia! It's step one in the playbook. Oh, Jesus. Then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. Yes, of course. How can he be so blind? Hallelujah! She turned her back pretty quick. Find Alphino and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Okie dokie. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Yida and Papalima will see to it. Alphino is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Mico. There we go. Yeah, hi, hello, Quiet. It's going to be interesting to see how the politics play out with us supposed to being a neutral party, apparently. I think the fact that Alphino was injured is going to be our only cause for action. But even then, it's only enough for us to butt our nose into the situation. But at some point, there is going to be a challenge to our authority. And then there's going to be a challenge to our allegiance. And then there's going to be a challenge to our legitimacy. And it's going to potentially undermine us entirely. But here's the thing. The guy who's apparently instigating all of this was our apparent ally in the matter. He wants revolution. He may be instigating us to come in and meddle so that we become a destabilizing force. He's not generous. He is not our friend. No politician is our friend. He's trying to play us as a pawn in his game, right? He's trying to bring us in because we can be a destabilizing force. The play is obvious. We're going to have to go along with it because it's a video game. We're going to go along with it. But like we can see the plan a mile away, unless there's a different plan. But that's the plan that makes sense to me at this point. And it's not a bad plan. It's not a bad one. I mean, some innocent people are getting killed in the process, but you know, they're dirty poor people. Who cares, right? All right, speak to Alphino and Ulda. The question is how he got injured. That's going to tell us a lot. If he got injured coincidentally as a result of the riots, then that's one thing. If he was the target of that semi-assassination, or if there was a plan to make it, you know, who knows what the real truth was at this point, you know? There's any number of plays that could be here. You really have to look at it. How many turns ahead is your opponent here? How many turns have they planned out? How many layers of deception are there? Because Umbreon's right. This could be some kind of double agent plot where he's not really planning for a revolution. He just wants to turn it into it's a revolution, not in the sense that he wants to free the people from unregulated capitalism and get them from out from under this oligarchy. He's probably planning to turn it into some kind of totalitarian dictatorship where he doesn't have to deal with a fucking council anymore. You know? He's not that injured. This bitch is still standing, though he seems shorter. Yet somehow shorter. Look at you. Just stuff him in a barrel. Yeah, that Bard had no one to play to. I had to run by quick so I don't get DMCA'd again. Bitch, are you okay?
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
I feel he's just the whole time. Fuck. They change his voice actor, don't they? Pretty much everyone gets wiped. He's so fucking smarmy. Just all the time. Like, it's not even endearing. It's not an endearing kind of sass. It's not an endearing sass.
Ulda, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident.
I feel like he's just like this the whole time. His little teacup, little pinky out. God.
There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
People are reaching the end of the rope and they realize that they have no other opportunity. Somebody says, why don't we unionize? And then everyone else in Starbucks is like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Ulda is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
And that is exactly the scam of unregulated capitalism, because the only way to get rich is to exploit other people. There is no way in capitalism to attain wealth apart from the exploitation of other people. Elon Musk ran, I think he just got the money from an apartheid emerald mine that ran on slavery. Nestle is only there because of literally child slavery. You cannot have a successful business when the bottom line is slavery in this country or another. The bottom line, or the edge that everyone is competing against, is literally slavery. You cannot run an ethical business and succeed in that system unless you get as bad down and dirty as everyone else. Yeah, Bezos got startup money from his parents. I think, what's his name? Microsoft guy. I don't know, these fucking assholes. These douchebags. You cannot do it. So everyone is like, well, they're just Gates, yeah. They're just smarter, they just worked harder, they just did all these ethical things in order to get rich. No, fucker, they cheated. They fucking cheated. It's birth lottery that gets you opportunity, and from there you just have to be willing to fuck everyone else hard enough to succeed more than the other people who are also trying to fuck everybody. That's how you do it. That is it is impossible to have an ethical basis of success in that system. It is just the unfortunate truth. The propagandized delusions that people have is that these people got rich because of hard work, good ethics, diligence, good ideas. They were just smart. They fucking cheated. They fucking cheated from day one to day today. They fucking cheated. The only ethical people are the people in the lower classes because you cannot succeed with good ethics. It's impossible. By nature, the very demands of what you need to, in order to be more competitive will cause you to exploit other people. You'll pay your people less, or you'll pay them minimum wage, which you know is not enough for them to live a decent life. You'll abuse them for their labor. You won't have a choice. Your business goes under, or you abuse people. It is the status quo. Most people don't see that as the status quo. Boomers mostly. They're willing to just accept the bullshit that the people on top got there through hard work. And it's one thing that the rich people will tell you all the time is that if you're poor, it's because you don't know how to manage your money. The poor people are the only people who have to manage their money. They're the only ones who have to do any actual management of their money, because you want to see somebody who's really good with their money. It's someone being paid minimum wage who has multiple children as a single parent. Keeping a roof over those kids' heads, that takes some very skilled economic management. And that's some shit when that person turns around and tells their kids, now go to school, go to college and rack up all this debt so you can get a good job. You get a bachelor's today, it ain't worth shit. Unless you get hired right out of college into a job that pays well, which isn't going to happen, you're going to be looking at jobs that demand master's degrees and pay $40,000 a year. You're going to be looking for jobs that are entry level but require 2 years of experience. Because nobody is willing to take a chance on you. They want some other sucker to give you those 2 years experience, and then they'll hire you once you have that. But why did you only work there for 2 years? Are you hopping from job to job? We don't trust you. We're looking for somebody with 4 years. Yeah, you'd be better off learning a trade in a lot of cases, but then you aren't even guaranteed that you'd be given a decent job because you'll still be exploited for your labor. Unreasonable hours, ridiculous work conditions, extremely unsafe, unless you're very lucky to be in a union. But union attendance, unionization of Americans is at its lowest in something like 40, 50 years, I think. Until Americans decide to start unionizing again, nothing is going to change. It is the only peaceful option left on the table is unionization. But people aren't willing to do it, I think, because nobody is taking initiative or thinking that it's even really possible to do. And it's kind of sad. I don't think it's going to be something that's solved in my lifetime. I think that it's something I maybe will see, but I sure as shit I'm not getting to participate in any of it. I will have to have either figured that shit out or died along the way, because it's not going to be solved for me. The time to have had that shit figured out was when I was in college. For me, that ship has sailed. I'm going to be in the fucking rat race for the rest of my life or die. It's one of the two. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Rion. It is like getting it. You get a trade. Good luck getting a job out of that trade, unless it's a work to hire situation. But even then, it's one of those situations where all the good positions are taken because everyone's looking. Everyone's looking for those good positions. Yeah, unionization's increasing slowly but surely. Congratulations to those people at that Amazon warehouse that got unionized. Shout out to all the Starbucks people getting unionized. If you were working at a place with unlivable conditions, it's because you're not unionized. Here in Texas, you're not even allowed to make a union. You are not allowed to make a union. It is against the law to unionize here in Texas if you're a state worker. Which means that our teachers union that I paid my dues to did nothing but legal representation in case a kid decided to make sexual advances and you get sued. That's what they do. That's all they can do. And then they claim to advocate for you, but ultimately the admin can just go, yeah, no. Yeah, unions need to be run well, though. A bad union is worse than no union. It's not a simple solution. We need good unions. For that, we need people who have been in good unions before or remember that. It's like it's a lost politic. Yeah. Yeah. It's so sad. It's a situation where there's no simple solution. There's no quick solution, but there are solutions still. Yeah. It's rough, but man, I'm a big advocate of unionization, and it's something that allows the lower classes to have bargaining power, because ultimately you have nothing. You have nothing. You have no resources, you have no connections, you have no control, nothing. You being poor, you've got nothing except each other. But luckily what you have is numbers. So I don't know. It's something that we're not going to see a grand push for unionization here in Ul'dah. We're going to see violence. We're going to see violence here in Ul'dah. We're going to skip past the any of that. We're just going to be right into the violence, which we've already seen. This is the same shit that happens in real life, though, so it's going to be a little bit harrowing to watch it happen. I have nothing to, believe me, guys, I'm right there with you. I haven't made more than $1,000 a month in well over a year. With the fucking bipolar depression stopping everything from being able to get off the ground. I think it's why I took my hiatus in 2019, is that I was just in such a dark place after getting honey-dicked by Twitch for so long. I just didn't have the heart for anything, and I don't remember much of it anymore. Like, I don't remember any of it for the most part. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm only able to continue doing this because I've got very kind, generous roommates that still believe in this, and I'm about to be able to start getting voice acting really off the ground now. You know, sometime this week I'll be recording my demo and stuff, so stuff's going to start working out. Now I'll be wealthy. I know I'm going to be wealthy. Every job I'm doing leads to wealth. But I'm an extremely lucky individual that I even have this opportunity. Anyway, let's play some video games. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. If you're poor, it's your problem. It's not our problem. It's your problem. I don't have to care. I'm going to be rich someday. This idea that everyone's an embarrassed millionaire, temporarily embarrassed millionaire. $1 million isn't even really anything these days. It's not wealth. It's very comfortable money. If I had $1 million, I'd never have to worry again. But even then, you couldn't stop working for $1 million. You couldn't do it. You're not wealthy until you no longer have to work anymore.
Money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
Where are they all potatoes? Are they all compensating? That's what it is.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Unless they're able to be put to work. Yeah.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. that the immortal flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Oh shit. Got very loud all of a sudden. Alright, what do you got, Alpha Node? Come on, dude. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that in this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Yeah, of course not. So, interesting that him being injured isn't even really a thing. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the political route is here. It would have been better if he was actually wounded. We'll see. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you accompany me to the Grand Hall of Flames, to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Raban has to say upon the matter. You're injured, good Snake. A bueno. Perfect. All right, let's go back to the Hall of Flames. Me and my duck. Yep. Let's see just how close to home this questline gets. Nice. Fern enjoying her little bardy party. There we go. Shout out to Robert Baron. Okay, there we go. Aethernet, we're looking for... No, bitch, I'm teleporting.
Teleporting where?
To the Hall of Flames. What?
You're at the closest.
Oh shit.
It's just on the other side of the aetherite.
Oops.
You're walking right to it.
Just walk right by Weeaboo Police 7.
I try so hard. Okay. Is it this man? No. Oh, it's Raban. Yeah. I try. Now is not a good time. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alpha, no, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your... Oh, God. I forget how to... Cherugians, I think is what it is. My memory of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. I mean, the streets look peaceful now. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can to spare... Oh, Jesus. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. Cherugians. Oh. Yeah, Cherugians. That sounds right. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Ul'dan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who would not even And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that the powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. I mean, we know who did it. We know it was Mr. Mustachioed Potato himself. The General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel and with good cause. Were he to claim, without any necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I fear I have more faith in your abilities. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries at the settlement suspected harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Where the fuck is his sister in all this, by the way? What's his sister been doing? There we go. Alright, let's go this way.
You know, things.
Just things. You look as though you have something to say, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there's a wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well, the Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin speaking to the Blades posted there. Alright, off we go. Nice. Other things. Side things. She's around. Okay. You elusive little bitches. She's busy with stuff. Alright. Alright. Alright, good deal. Off we go. Where the fuck am I actually going? Hold on. Off to Blackbrush Station. Things that may need scheduling. Ah. I see. Alright, what do you got out here? Give me my dodo. Yes. My boy. There we go. Friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't heard the foggiest idea what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka, he'll explain everything. Okay, and you? And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees. Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Well, we've got yet another extremely problematic potato. Here we go. Little Zazawaka, little bitch. Ah! Don't hurt me! I'm not one of them! Wait, I know your face. Are you not the man from the Church of Saint Adama Lendama? 1,000 pardons, my friend. I mistook you for one of those thugs who have been tormenting us. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class on account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but the few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Well, he's a fucking child, of course he would be. Who let him into the riot? Try as I might, it can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Okay, you little overdramatic bastard. Little bitch. Oh god, here we go. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why did you run away with me? We could have escaped together, then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Okay, here, look. Soothe is basically just gonna be flick him on the forehead and tell him to get his shit together. Who are you? What do you want? It's true. I followed the merchant and the goods, and may God strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. Ah, yes, seize the means of production, comrades. Of course. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups and sent us off on our own. So really it was, it wasn't sort of a black flag operation, if you will. This was actually just taking disparaged refugees and telling them, be violent, go do crimes, here are some swords. And they took it. Okay. Got it. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... Oh, God, it's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Well. Yeah, false flag, not black flag. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same. Not false, not fucking black flag. Yar, give us your monies. I mean, it's not, it's both. It's a fake black flag. It's actually very dark blue. Here we go. Come on, what do you got? More silver pieces, hell yeah. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than to listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. If only he never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that their strongest warriors are no match for one man. Mayhap then they would agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. That is an interesting plan. Why don't you go there and wager your life, and if you kick their ass, maybe they'll wake up. I wish to climb on the back of a mud puppy and ride it down the river. Yeehaw! I'm eager to see how this is going to turn out, but I'm seeing the complexity kind of deflate over time. Yes, a brilliant plan. It's making the refugees just look like idiots, unfortunately, as opposed to having a little bit more depth or maybe a realistic struggle. Although maybe they were just desperate, that they were just ready for violence anyway. They just didn't have the swords for it. Oh yeah, why am I walking? Why am I walking? Oh, whatever. Boots are already wet. We're already here anyway. Hello? Yes, but I would like to add to the situation. You have no choice but to help me. 7 hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and... Oh, is that your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint you, but we're more than... Oh, they're already dead. They're only level 50. You'd think the quest would be higher level by now. Am I just power leveling? Is that what's happening here? There we go. There. You tank, I'll save you. Well, he's lucky he's got a DPS on his side. Oh, he's a summoner. How cute. Having to cast spells. What a loser. We're going to be a summoner someday. Oh, Heavensward starts 51 to 60. Gotcha. Okay. So we're gonna be at 54 minute here. Well, I'm getting my ass beat. Physic, brother, physic. You have physic, don't you? Wow. To think I trusted you. There we go. You beat him like it was nothing. Fall almighty, what are we gonna do now? I'll take physic for 400 HP. It's better than the negative 400 I was getting. The fuck? It's better than 0. Do I even have my heal? I do have second wind. How much is this? 500. Okay. There we go. I was hoping to save that in case it got real bad. Physic, you fool. I was trying to bunny hop, but now we're just...
I love your duck splashing in the water.
He's such a good boy. Yeah, 500 potency, that's right. Probably would have been more than that. All right. You've returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you fucking killed them. What do you think was going to happen? Better than a handful of them taking a beating from you than when that lot got butchered by the flames. I didn't read that right. That's okay. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? That was the merchant? Huh? But where else would he be? Unless he went to the Stone's Throw to recruit others. Yep, give me the money. Money that you clearly don't have. There we go. Heavensward starts at 50, not 51. Oh. I don't know any of it. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop them from... God, I'm dying. From continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him. Convince him to cease this mad quest. He will surely lead us to ruin. It's going to bring a bad name for every... Like, it's one of these things where if they're going to... There's no difference between the little Alamegans and the Sahagin right now. Except the little Alamegans can't summon a Titan. You know? There we go. Alright, good deal. What are we doing? Search Stone's Throw. How far is this? Am I running that whole way? Oh yeah, we're running. Come here. We're going right for it, though. Wow, we are so fast. Look at us at the map, dude. Insane speed. All right, good deal. Oh, right down here. Okay. I'm here for your bread. Whoa, a potato with a short name? What the hell? Oh, it's not a potato, it's a child. I see. Have you seen my parents? No, I haven't. I probably killed them, honestly. Sorry. It happens. They told me to stay here with the others. They said to stay back. They'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything to make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, mister. Say, mister! Are you looking for someone? Looking for someone stirring up trouble. Yeah, it's a good option. Who was the person that made people look angry? You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Uh-oh. Someone doesn't like us snooping around. Wait, look, over there, that's him. Convenient. I don't know, which of these gullible fools should be my next victim? Is he just a serial killer whipping these people up into violence so that they get killed by the police? You fucking kidding me? That's the plot here? No way. I look gullible? I look like I'm gonna kick your ass with two hands tied behind your back. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, you better run. Bitch, I'm faster. I've got a flying dodo. He's getting away. Go get him, mister. Okie dokie. You're not gonna outrun a Vieira. That's not gonna happen. We got them pointy toes, man. We dig in. Dude, he is fast. He's all the way over there already. Yes, imagine you're running for your life and this is chasing you. I'd be fucking terrified. Terrified. It would be hopeless. It would just make me feel unbelievably hopeless. Immediately despaired. So happy. He loves to fly. Oh, look at our little acorn friends. You again, why are you pursuing me? Sedition. Treason. Revolution. That's preposterous. There we go. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. There can be no evidence for what you're doing, bitch. I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. Yes, I do, bitch. For the sake of argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Kieran's arse about politics. It was business, only business. Giving away swords is not business. Bitch. I love when he does this. My favorite animation. Come on. You're not going to get away from me. He's about to be assassinated. God damn it, dude. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. Uh-oh. He's super dead. Rip in chat for this guy. Oh, all the way through as well. Just a stern look. This man had 2 HP, by the way. What's all this commotion? Well, you can see I just shot this man. He does have the same fletching as our arrow. Uh-oh. Are we gonna get implicated in all this? We have been a runaway from the law before, but that was a runaway from the Empire. If we are in trouble in Ul'dah, that may be a whole different story. Listen to me, you little acorn sluts. I didn't do it. 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer must be close. Oh shit, they just get it. Nice. Yes, I just stabbed him with my arrow. Punched it right through him. Stone torch. Stone acorn, maybe. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots? Mayhap we owe his murder to a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation. I mean... Okay, I'll take it. Okay, we're not being implicated. That could have become very complicated very quickly, but no. Report to Swift at the Hall of Flames. You know what? We're gonna use our dodo to teleport there. That potato is, in fact, blind. 100% blind. Okay, off we go. I haven't seen any great names lately. Ah, there we go. Professor Stretchy, thank you. Fantastic. There we go. What news, Mico? Where's the merchant? I fucking killed... Well, I didn't kill him. Someone else killed him. Murdered? Damn it all to the 7th hell. He was not simply murdered, Mico. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. How do you know that? Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying... I probably told him. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. It's entirely possible that Lolo Rito is starting the refugee uprising, and that we were deceived by that one scene where there's going to be revolution, but he, like, actually means revolution. What's-his-face is not responsible for this. All right. Oh. What do we got? Nice. Oh, dude, take a bath. That's a good... Oh, I can't go into the water. Sad times. Oh, the sound of that running water is so nice. All right, Ducky, it's time. There we go. Look at him. He's so happy. Finally in some water. This is going to ruin my armor, but who cares? Chat, I've had a good time, but I'm out of here. Oh. I'm going to go do some offline recording. For those of you on YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. For those of you on Twitch, good night, friends. We got some juicy Final Fantasy politics tonight. Whoa. I'm curious to see what direction it's going to go. I don't know. We'll see. tomorrow. I'll be back. Hopefully, like at 6. I'm getting a bunch of blood drawn tomorrow. So at 3. So I don't know. I may not stream tomorrow. We'll have to see. But I'll tell you in Discord one way or the other. So we'll just see how I feel. The fucking duck. I know you can't see him, but the fucking duck just went across the screen. He's so big.